Hello, Mr. Raju.
Hello, sir.
How was your day?
My day was good.
I have an interesting problem for you to solve today.
Sure, sir.
I want you to estimate the number of ATMs in India.
Sure, sir. I can do that. Do you want me to solve this for any particular bank or for all ATMs in India?
For all the ATMs in the country.
Okay, sir. Can I get a minute to gather my thoughts before I come up with a solution?
Sure, Mr. Raju. Take your time.
Yes, sir. To estimate the number of ATMs in India, I would first estimate the number of cardholders in India and then divide it by cardholders served per ATM.
Makes sense, Mr. Raju.
So, first of all, we know the population of India, which is about 140 crore. Now, further, I would like to estimate the number of cardholders based on the number of households in India.
Why so, Mr. Raju?
So, on average, we have about 4 members in a household. Also, I am assuming ATM cards would generally be held by only 1 or 2 working members of a household, since children and senior members in a household won't be having any ATM card. So, estimating the number of cards based on number of households would help me arrive at the right number further.
That is good thinking, Mr. Raju. Please continue.
Based on 4 members per household, the total number of households in India would be around 35 crore. Now, I would like to further divide these households into 3 categories: Tier 1, Tier 2, and 3, and rural households. This is because the penetration of ATM cards would be different for each of these tiers.
This also makes sense, Mr. Raju. Please continue.
Sure, sir. So, in Metro and Tier 1 cities, I would assume there is about 15% population, which is about 5 crore households. In Tier 2 and 3, about 20% population, which means about 7 crore households. And in rural areas, about 65% population, which is about 23 crore households.
Okay, keep going.
Further, I would define the penetration of ATM cards for each of these tiers. When it comes to Metro and Tier 1 cities, I would assume 80% households have an ATM card, which is 4 crores. When it comes to Tier 2 and 3 cities, I would assume about 50% households have an ATM card, which is 3.5 crores. And when it comes to rural areas, I would assume only 20% households have an ATM card, which is about 4.5 crores. I hope these assumptions are fine with you, sir.
Completely fine, Mr. Raju. Please continue.
Further, I would like to define the number of ATM cards per household in each of these tiers, since in Metro and Tier 1 cities, people often have multiple cards with them. So, for Tier 1 cities, I would assume there are 3 cards per household on average. For Tier 2 and 3 cities, I would assume there are 2 cards per household on average. And for rural areas, I would assume there is 1 card per household on average. I hope these assumptions are fine with you, sir.
You are going in the right direction, Mr. Raju. Please continue.
Sir, can you just give me a few seconds for the calculation?
Sure, Mr. Raju. Take your time.
Sir, based on the above structure, the total number of cardholders in India would be around 23.5 crores, which I have arrived at by multiplying total households having cards with the average number of cards per household.
Very interesting, Mr. Raju. Keep going.
Next, I will assume each ATM serves about 1000 cardholders and divide the total cardholders by this number to arrive at the total ATMs. Based on this assumption, the final figure we will get is about 2.35 lakhs ATMs in the country.
Mr. Raju, I must say your approach towards the problem was very impressive. I liked the way you structured it, made assumptions, and justified it.
Thank you, sir.
Let's discuss your salary now.